Oh, hi, Doctor. You remember George?
How could I forget? Before your last checkup, I never knew the X-ray machine fit out the window.
Dr. Baker, have you seen Dr. Gesund? His patients are waiting.
No. You should check the X-ray room. And you should take off your shirt for the examination.
Yeah, sure, Doc.
George thought he'd like to be a doctor because Dr. Baker seemed so smart. And he got to wear a really great white coat.
Okay, let's get started. Up on the scale. Whoa, I think you need to cut out the desserts. You've gained some weight.
What? I have maybe one donut a month. I run marathons. It's impossible.
Beat. But George found sounds he hadn't noticed with his bare ears. A doctor coat just didn't sound the same without a doctor in it. Before, he was just a young monkey with a stethoscope. Now, he was George M.D., monkey doctor. Dr. George had just the tool he needed to track down that mysterious bloopy sound.
Did you hear that weird noise, too? What is that? Shh.
I've had the hiccups for 2 weeks. I can't... Stop! Well, aren't you gonna help me? What kind of monkey doctor are you?
That's him. That's the monkey that tried to make me go, ah!
He's a genius monkey doctor. He discovered my allergy.
George, do you have permission to be a doctor?
Shh.
What's going on out here?
George, what are you wearing? You haven't performed any operations, have you?
What was that?
You don't know? I figured it was your medical machinery.
Shh.
Dr. Gesund.
Oh! Hello. I came in here during my break to play just one round. I must have lost track of time.
Nothing feels as great as monkey curiosity satisfied.
Oh, my hiccups are cured.
George liked the stethoscope and doctor coat so much that Dr. Baker let him keep them. And though Hunley was grateful the lobby was peaceful, he started to worry that someday George might really be his doctor. George wondered who were these incredible fruit balancers.
Zucchinis!
Piscati!
Giorgio, these are my friends, the famous Zucchinis.
We came by to order food for our rehearsal. Our show is tonight.
But now, all he wanted was to be an amazing balancing zucchini.
You want to deliver this to the Zucchinis for me? Aha! Maybe you like to see them again because you want to be a zucchini, eh?
Food! Sustenance! That which gives us the strength to perform our amazing feats!
I think he wants to join us.
It's not that easy. It takes lots of practice to do things like us. Balance requires total control. I never sneeze unless,
Meow?
a cat!
Leo's allergic to cat hair, and sneezing is very bad for his balance. It would wreck our show!
George was proud to be a starter zucchini. He gave out every flyer. And that night, everyone he knew came to the show. Everyone. Gnocchi just wanted to watch. She found a quiet place where she couldn't possibly bother anyone.
Okay, just relax, Chef. We'll do everything.
This is like a dream come true.
Gnocchi ran to Chef Biscotti whenever she saw him. So why should now be any different?
Is that
Oh, it's gnocchi. Leo, don't sneeze.
I can't help it.
Gnocchi, go with Giorgio.
This was just like that mop. So George shifted his hands.
Now I know where George was all day, practicing to be in the show.
We made it!
After a sneeze break, the show went on and was a great success. And when it was over,
Because of their great balance, we voted to make George and Chef Biscotti official zucchinis.
Oh!
And you're welcome to practice with us anytime.
So that was all real? Oh, I'm glad I didn't know. I would have worried.
Nothing to worry about. George is a natural.
But maybe he should stick to the high wire.
The man with the yellow hat's hat was special. But what made it so special?
George, come on, it's time to go. When I put my hat on, I'm all ready to head out the door. What? Huh? What? Okay. George, that was funny, but you know the rule. No one is allowed to play with the yellow hat.
George sure liked that yellow hat. What made the yellow hat so great? It was just plain fun.
George, I need to wear the hat for an important speech at the museum. Please don't play with it.
That's what George wanted. A fun hat that he could play with. George wanted his fun hat to be more than just a normal hat.
And in conclusion, blah, etc., so forth and so on. Well, that's some hat. And yellow. Can I see? Oh, boy, this is one fun hat. Wow, if I could have had a hat like this, I may never have gotten my yellow one.
That was the best thing anyone ever said to George.
You want me to have it? This is the best thing anyone ever gave me. Oh, surprisingly comfortable. Oh no, I'm late. George, I've got 5 minutes to get to the museum for my speech. I have to make a good impression.
George was tempted to play with the yellow hat. But the man had asked him not to, because he needed to wear it to give a very important speech at the museum. Oh boy.
Professor Wiseman asked me to speak today about the scientific method. Of course, we've all heard the saying, what goes around comes around. Haven't we? Did I say something wrong?
No, continue. This is fascinating.
Whoa, what's stuck to my hat? Oh! I'm wearing George's... Actually, I can explain.
The scientific method is about thinking creatively, taking chances, and being willing to fail.
And you made that point very dramatically.
I did?
Oh, so modest. Now, where can I get a hat like that?
Well, George made it.
I want one.
I want two.
And that's how George got his picture on the museum wall.
Welcome to the incredible edible Arboretum, a cornucopia of exotic comestibles.
Blueberries! Alicia!
Blueberries are my favorite bush-based fruit. Come on, George.
It looks like you all forgot the county sprout rules. Rule number 1. Never eat any plant that you're not 100% certain is safe. And that means...
Consulting the Edible Plants Guidebook?
No, it means getting an okay from an adult.
Right.
Rule number 2. Plants are living things. You can kill or hurt them if you're too rough. So don't pull on them and don't break any branches. come on. Why is the screen flickering?
Either the Earth is off its axis, or I forgot to charge the batteries.
Okay. George, can you climb that tree and see where we are? And Bill, where are you going?
Don't worry, I've got my handy backup compass. This way, folks!
Bill, a sprout never leaves the trail. That's rule number 3. Bill!
Oh, our excitement's really growing, 'cause we don't know where we're going.
In this direction, green. In this direction, a path. George couldn't believe what he was seeing. Someone was trying to break that branch. Somebody was not being a sprout. Oh no! This man was wrecking a tree.
Whoa! Hey, are you a monkey? Cool. I always wanted a monkey, but my mother said no.
George had to do something, and fast. This tree was in trouble.
Hey, return the headgear, monkey.
George didn't mean for the hat to get wet. Or the man. But George couldn't wait around. He had to check on that tree. George wished he could think of a way to get the branches back on the tree. He needed something sticky. Really sticky. Like mud.
George! Thank goodness I found you. Oh, I'm sorry I left you in that tree. Oh, Dr. Greenbean, nice to see you. Sorry we're late. We've had a rough day.
Tell me about it. First this monkey ran off with my hat, and now my tree lopper has vanished. Hey, what's going on? Who put mud on this?
George? Ah, so Dr. Greenbean was cutting some branches, and you thought he was hurting the tree.
Oh, you should have asked. Oh, wait, you're a monkey. Well, anyway, this is called pruning. You make a careful cut, and it doesn't hurt the tree at all.
Hey, I got it! Mr. Sproutmaster? According to this, you're going the exact wrong... Wait, you're going the right way. Never mind, proceed.
This was a Saturday that cried out for something special.
You know what this morning's crying out for?
Huh?
Donuts! Hold on! I have to get dressed. I can't go out like this. All right, I'm going.
You don't know impatient until you've been a monkey waiting for a donut.
How about eggs with those donuts? Hey, count the eggs and write down how many we have. Ready. So how many eggs do we have?
There are no eggs. Well, why didn't you write 0? Oh, you don't know. I thought I was teaching you everything, and I forgot nothing. 0 alone means no eggs. None at all. But 0 with other numbers makes them mean a lot more. See, if we write a 0 after 1, that's 10. Write another 0, that's 100. That's 1,000, 10,000. Hey, nice zeros, you've got it. Whoa! I'll go in here and buy eggs while you get the donuts, okay? 1 dozen donuts, please. We'll meet back home. And be a good little monkey.
George was really hungry, but his order only had a measly 1 on it. Then he remembered what the man with the yellow hat had told him about zeros.
George, Chalky, good to see ya. Oh, is that an order for your friend with the yellow hat? 100 dozen? Oh, our biggest order ever! Oh, he must be having a giant donut party.
George realized what his zeros had done. But try explaining that to a dog. George could only think of one solution to a problem this big. George realized he couldn't go home because then those donut people would know where he lived. So, in the end, George headed home with 1 dozen donuts.
There's no monkey on that dog. Monkey! We lost him.
Doorman. Oh, what are we gonna do with them all?
So, in the end, George got 1 dozen donuts, like he was supposed to. And the hard-working firefighters thought everything was perfect.
How many left, George?
George was conducting an important experiment, testing the bounce factor of the living room furniture. This part of the couch made a different sound. That wasn't the couch. It sounded big. It sounded heavy. And it came from up there.
Huh?
You must have heard our new neighbor walking around. He moved in last week.
Huh?
What George had heard seemed heavier than footsteps.
What are you doing? George, you must have heard our neighbor walking. That's all it could be. It's not like he's got some wild animal up there.
The man with the yellow hat lived with George, So why couldn't the new neighbor live with an animal? But what kind? Of course, the new neighbor had brought home an elephant. The man with the yellow hat had to hear this.
George? You dreamt about an elephant?
Shh.
No more nature books before you go to sleep, George. They're obviously giving you strange dreams.
Yes?
Hi there. We're your downstairs neighbors, and...
Oh, so nice to meet you.
George!
What's he doing?
I think he's looking for your, elephant.
My what?
Oh, we heard some loud sounds. Very loud sounds.
Very loud. Oh, I am so sorry. Sometimes I get carried away working on my art.
Art?
I am an artist. I do murals. I mix my paint here. Then I use these rubber stamps I made. Here's one of my completed works.
Oh! We also heard something like a bag of rocks dropping. Do you use rocks in your work?
No. Oh, that was a bag of groceries. It fell off the counter.
What on earth is that? Sounds like an elephant finger painting. Huh? It does.
The world was full of surprises. But George never imagined anything like this. This was the museum's first robot exhibit.
So, what do you think, George? So, easy or what?
I want 10.
This one has a delicate enough grip to perform surgery, or do this. Ooh. Now, over here are examples of what people imagined robots would be. This is where we'll put your rare models. You will have them here before the opening tonight, right?
Oh, sure, I'll bring them back after I take George home. Thanks. Here, you can drive the Mars rover out.
Wow! Hundley sure loves that.
Okay, George. I have to take that with me. Thanks. I'll see you later.
I never knew Hundley liked robots so much.
That's how George got the idea to make a robot for Hundley to play with. It worked. Hundley thought George was a real robot. Being robotic for a whole hour was tiring. George was ready to get out of that thing. But he didn't want to ruin it for Hundley by letting him see the robot wasn't real. Since he couldn't reach the button, George decided to relax and wait till the elevator came.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Hi, I just came to pick up a small red robot.
You mean the one in the lobby?
He said 2 inches tall, but I guess he meant 2 feet.
There was the elevator. Finally, George could go home.
Uh-oh, I left it right here.
Oh, no. Someone must have kicked it. Check the floor.
I don't think you could kick that thing across the room.
Oh, sure you could. It's only 2 inches tall.
You mean 2 feet?
I know the difference between inches and feet, Professor.
There's a runaway robot upstairs. It's small, red, and says XF-17 on the side. You got the controls?
What controls? It has no moving parts. George, Professor Wiseman brought you to the museum because she thought you were my XF-17. Yeah, your outfit's so good you almost ended up on exhibit.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Huh?
We promised an XF-17 model. We never said it wouldn't be monkey-powered.
And that's how George became a museum exhibit for a day.
Go! No! Good morning, George. I'm gonna sleep 5 more minutes, okay? No!
Yes, sorry. This here roller coaster whips and snaps you around hairpin turns at 70 miles per hour. So come on down to Zany Island and ride the Turbo Python 3000. That's Captain's orders. Arr!
Everyone was excited about riding the Turbo Python 3000. Except the man with the yellow hat. He was afraid of roller coasters and remembered the first and last time he rode a roller coaster. It was so long ago, he was just the boy with the yellow hat. And since that day, roller coasters upset him.
Okay, I'm a grown man. I have no reason to fear a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride, George. Whew. I am thirsty.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but you can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You have to be as tall as this sign to ride. And, you're not.
That's it, honey. Go to sleep. Nothing makes you grow like a good sleep. And I want you to grow up to be big and healthy.
All this growing made George tired. If sleep made you grow, he could do two things at once. Sleep made George grow a lot, at least in his dream.
I'm sorry. You can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You're too big.
George didn't grow as big as he had in his dream, but he grew enough to be 5 licorice whips tall.
My hat! I lost my hat!
Seeing Betsy lose her hat reminded the man with the yellow hat of that fateful day.
My hat! I lost my
That's it. I'm not afraid of roller coasters. I'm afraid of losing my yellow hat. Your hat is safe, Betsy!
What's with all these sour faces? I don't like sour faces at me park, you know. Oh, hi there, Captain Zany. You see, this monkey's too short to ride the Turbo Python 3000. Too short? Bah! He's not too short. Monkeys don't grow very big. That's why we have the... You must be this tall if you're a monkey side.
You can ride, George, and I'm coming with you. But first, give me all your licorice.
Bedtime in the city, when all little monkeys like to hear a good story. Of all the bedtime stories, Double O Doggy was George's favorite.
It's a super spy's job to discover secrets, and Double O Doggy is the best. He has lots of tools to help him. Oh, that's a periscope, remember? Well, inside the tube are 2 mirrors. The mirror at this end reflects whatever it's pointing at to a mirror at this end. That way, Double O Doggy can see things without being seen himself. All right. Good night, little spy monkey.
The next day, George started practicing to be a super spy, like Double O Doggy.
George, if you have any paper to recycle, put it in this bin, okay? George?
A super spy needed a spy name. George became Double O Monkey.
Professor Wiseman, I was wondering, can we meet an hour later?
A super spy had to be smart, quiet, and quick with his hands and feet.
There's this thing I want to get for George. He is going to love it.
Sometimes super spies had to go undercover.
Oh, great. See you then.
He'd only been a super spy for 2 minutes, and 00 Monkey already had his first spy mission. Find out what the man with the yellow hat was going to get him. It took a while to get the angle of the periscope just right. He was gonna need something to hold it all together. At last, 00 Monkey had his spy periscope. And not a moment too soon. Except maybe Charky. How could he keep his eye on the man with the yellow hat now?
You wouldn't be a spy monkey, would you? Did you make this? Wow, this is very good. Really? But you know, it's not nice to spy on people. And can ruin surprises like this. Now, do you want an official 00 Doggy periscope, or would you rather just make another one? You want both?
When you're a super spy monkey, you need lots of ways to keep your eyes on things.
Welcome, Giorgio. How is your friend, Capello Giallo Grande? Oh, I can't play. I'm making a very special meal for famous restaurant critic, Sally Tessio. When she likes a place, business booms. So it's very important that everything be perfect. She has the delicate taste.
You said there'd be fresh bread. I don't see any bread here.
Well, her taste is delicate, but her voice, not so much.
This hard stuff was spaghetti? Didn't smell like anything. George wanted to replace his broken piece. He'd seen the chef put the rest of it in the pot. It didn't smell like much, and the steam coming out was hot. George had to be careful. It had changed. Maybe it wasn't just donut makers. Maybe all kitchens were magic. Here was a pot that turned crisp things into floppy things. What else could it turn floppy? A soft, floppy egg. That'd be funny. Good candidate for floppification. If sugar were soft and floppy, instead of grainy, you could chew it all day like gum. He put some sugar in the floppification pot. It disappeared. Well, this made no sense at all. George was pretty sure the brown thing was a potato. Weird. Green vegetable bats. George knew the chef would be happy with all the fun extra things he'd turned floppy.
Who turned my plain pasta into crowded spoon soup?
Somehow, floppification didn't work on spoons.
I don't like this at all. But it smells good.
She was right. The longer that stuff stayed in the floppifying pot, the better it smelled.
Do you know there's a cat and a monkey in your kitchen?
The monkey made the stew.
Ooh, quite good.
Oh, but you said you don't like it.
If you made it, it's no good. But for a monkey, woohoo! What's his recipe?
Well,
Never mind, I got it.
Maybe kitchens aren't magic. Maybe it's cooks who are magic.
Yoki, how you can lose so many balls, huh?
Any day that starts out just smelling and ends with a cookie is a pretty great day.